This is the resting room for spectators. Full rooms. I'm talking about bathroom. Work done here by EMAC Construction, Liberia. These are rooms that will be identified. One will be for the reference. As you can see, this room, inner bathroom, partition. And this room will be for the medics, inner bathroom as well. Men are still at work, making sure to have this place prepared for good footballing. This is another part of the restroom. Perhaps it'll be for male or female. Construction work is still ongoing. This is the meeting stadium. On the stadium, men are at work. This is the lack of room for clubs. You see men are at work, making sure to see this just prepared for athletes. Football. Yeah, that's the beautification of football. Infrastructure-wise, the Liberia Football Association is doing everything to have good stadiums across Liberia. This is the Tusa field. This is where we'll have the tough place.
Hey, what's up?
As you can see, these are materials. The tough is hey. Era for the lepo, eh? A lepo, yeah. The Cape, yeah.
The medic bidding, only the door you see there. So, what is it?
Okay, so it's good to be here with the president of the Liberia Football Association and the entire executive committee, along with stakeholders of the Liberia Football Association, as well as members of the Fifa state. For those of you who are not aware, this is the Tusa historic pitch in the Ghana's Georgia Township that has produced a lot of Liberian greats, including the current president of our country, and Chief Regional Sports, President George Manuel Weah, one of our young promising stars who passed, may so rest in peace, a former player of Liska Malibaro and the national team, Patrick Dupla, also started his career here as a ball. And so I, as vice president, also had the opportunity to play here in the GFA League as a player. And we had a team here, Georgia FC, Genesis. But then the president, this guy was Barcelona. We always defeated Barcelona here. So this is a historic feat. We are proud, and I'm happy that the president and the executive committee saw it important to listen to our quest and to modernize the Tusa Free Sports pitch. It's historic. It's going to make the environment a hub. As you can see, this facility will be used for several purposes. And you know the key for the LFA under the Mustafa Raji leadership is grassroots football. And the only way we can get grassroots football right is to have the infrastructure in place, to have the personnel in place, then you can roll out the program. And so this is why we are pursuing all of this. We are happy that you are here, and the contractors tell me from Greenfield that the Tusa Free Sports Pitch will be ready before the rest of the projects that you've been touring, the SKD Sports Pitch, the Doris Williams Sports Pitch, where they are doing the top. And so we are hoping that the EMAS can double up along with to be able to catch up what the Green Top will be doing, so that at the end of January or February we can be doing a dedication, and the president will be here to captain the team, so we can have fun there and achieve this together. Thank you. Okay. And so I was forgetting something. We have some issues here. We had the issue of a structure on our land, and the LFA crew have gone to the court to use the law, but we thought the president of the executive committee was wise enough to employ and introduce humanity, and we were able to not just break down the structure because it was owned by an elderly woman. We did not have to do that, but we did that. We built a new structure for her, and also the concrete structure was essential, and the concrete structure, part of that was in the land also. We had to chip that part, but again, we were very magnanimous. We completed her house. We did an annex in the park for her. She's very pleased, and we also had some trees that had been cut that were beside the land. We were able to live with the owners of that property, and they were able to cooperate. And so after having settled all of that, the project immediately kicked off.
Issue with worker, concerning work. Yeah. We can't get, but I mean, LFA pay you while you have issue with
LFA pay and we pay them. Then there were many here. So I had to cut someone in that they didn't want to agree to it. So finally Mr. Smith came in and settled them. But they didn't want to go.
Could you tell us when this project completed?
That's a financial end this month.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, financial end the early part of it. I'm sure financial end. Into the second.
And follow up to that, you're talking about manpower shortage, and then you
No,
gave your
then we had manpower shortage.
So how many men you have now?
Now we have. There were some men here who had earlier agreed to go, but when they got that money, they refused the agreement to go. So when Mr. Smith came in, the high camp, they were able to leave the site.
And the issue about money to pay them, is that
Pay
has
them
not been resolved?
It's been resolved.
So we're on course for January?
We're on course.
My next concern has to do with...
To the vice president?
No, the president of the Liberal Football Association.
First, I'd like to, before answer your question, to extend my thanks and appreciation to President Gianni Infantino and the FIFA Council for their support and acceptance as per the request of the Liberal Football Association to invest in artificial pitches. As stated by the VPO, is a key for us because in order to have good players, we believe now with the kind of change in football, you must have good infrastructures. So that's the reason why we're investing. As per standard, not just from the Football Association, but from the level of FIFA and CAF, invitations extended out to member associations, just like we did with the clubs, so that they can express interest. Those that had interest to come and see what they approve in terms of the funding for these projects, just to come along with us, the executive committee, on this tour along with members of the press. So I don't see it to be anything bad. Maybe some of the clubs had their own engagement. We think with the 7 members that communicated with the Secretariat in terms of coming to participate in this tour along with us, it's also a huge achievement. It's going to be online. The information is going to be provided also to the general public. Mind you, we have our 35 member clubs who make decisions for almost 3.5 million Liberians, because all of the support that just come to Liberia is not just about the clubs, but it's about Liberia, because football is loved, #1 sports in the country, loved by all Liberians. And this field, Tusa field, SKD practice pitch, technical center, Doris William pitch, when they are finished, we're going to see more good players coming up. Yes, you see from the level of the executive committee, this administration came in as a team, and we have our colleagues working and assigned to various projects. Like the VPO is assigned to this project, EC Heron Flomo, the project in Grand Bassa County, the Vice President Administration, the project in SKD practice pitch. We have new pitches. Also, we have EC Avin Brown assigned to the Willowknockers pitch, EC Joseph Colley, the pitch in Bon County, EC Kevin Bayo, Nima County, EC Nima Nyawe, we talked about the mini pitch, grassroots pitch in Grand Cape County, EC PY Giant, who just concluded with the citizens of Saytown community, and we'll be having our first mini pitch that's approved by the executive committee and members of Congress. So we are excited that the project has taken this phase. We're a bit worried due to the impact caused by COVID. It resulted into a series of delays, and that's the reason why you see that the pitch is not yet finished. Hoping that in March, maybe during the second phase of our leagues, our clubs will have the opportunity to use the LFA facility that they approve us to invest in using the funds from the FIFA 4 2.0. Special thanks and appreciation. You know, before coming, we are not here forever at the LFA. We will work, we'll do our best to serve, and be it if the stakeholder is satisfied or not. After 4 years, if they decide that we can continue, we'll continue. If they decide that we don't continue, at least we've built a foundation for others to come and develop. So special thanks and appreciation to Councillor Sombo Azeda Wesley, our former president, who saw the vision, who felt that there was a need, to start acquiring this facility like the Tusa pitch today, that we are now investing in to put a fence, first time in the community of Ghanansville, to have stadium lights and a mini stadium that the people of Ghanansville will enjoy. It's not just about football, but it's going to enhance commerce and business, because now people are going to have a lot of businesses around here where fans that come to the game will be able to go and buy soft drinks and others. So the same with the technical center, the SKD practice pitch, for all of the support, Ministry of Youth and Sports, and special thanks to the government of Liberia. The government has been very, very supportive in helping us get duty-free privilege, because bringing $1.4 million worth of artificial turf equipment costs money. The government decided through the Ministry of Youth and Sports, amended from the Chief Patron of Sports, to ensure that we have duty-free. So we got all of our equipment in the country on a waiver through the efforts of the government and the team at LRA. So special thanks to Mr. Samoa and Mr. Nam for their support, their cooperation, all flexibility that they've put through. Big thanks to our stakeholders for trusting us this time around. And well, we are happy that you as members of the press can see what we've invested in. Again, we remain committed that the money for football will be invested in football and be used for football until we are out of the Liberia Football Association and a new team can come and continue that mandate. Thank you.
President, the question will be on answer. I test back the